30. Aries Spears had a good Vladtv interview, and he brought up MC Hammer, and he brought up Ice Cube. I'm going to play this in 3 parts, and I'm going to stop it when I would love your reaction. But this is Aries Spears on Vladtv discussing MC Hammer and commercialism of hip-hop. 1 second. Here we go.
Do you remember the backlash against Hammer? Yeah. At the time, it was crazy for doing all the shit that all the rappers want to do today. He had a KFC deal. They talked about this like Jack the Rapper convention or some sort of convention or whatever. And MC Hammer was speaking, and some dude in the audience said, "Man, you dance for chicken." And Hammer responded, he said, "No, I dance for money."
All right, I'm gonna stop it right there, Lonzo. What are your thoughts so far?
I remember the whole controversy, man. That was how people hated on Hammer was ridiculous. Okay, Hammer was so big, and Hammer had raised the bar so high, they chopped his ass down like a cherry tree in George Washington's backyard because nobody could achieve what he was achieving, and niggas just hated on him. The whole industry hated on him because he was doing what could nobody else do. Him and Will Smith. This is right here. This is right when gangster rap is starting to make his pop his head up. Okay, Hammer on the top of the hill, kicking ass and taking names. Gangster rap is struggling, and I remember having conversations in my very own living room about Hammer and how folks was tripping. Well, you making money? Well, first of all, they were mad because he was making money. First of all, okay, he sold out. How did he sell out? Because he got commercials. He danced for KFC. He danced for Pepsi. He got a commercial. He got a television show on Saturday morning, Hammer Man. He got all these things going on. He got these big ass tours. But what you fail to realize is as soon as you signed the contract, you just sold out. You just sold out. You just released all your rights to somebody else. You gave somebody else the right to control your life, your professional life. Hammer did it in a big way. He was making a shitload of money on tour. He took care of a gang of people. He looked out for a lot of folks. I can't get mad at him. I remember he used to be in Michel'le. Hammer tried to go on Michel'le for a while. I remember meeting the brother at Michel'le, and he ended up getting a deal someplace else. But he came to Michel'le for a minute, looking to spread his wings over there. But it just at the time, a lot of guys were getting talked out of their careers, and I think Hammer should be highly pissed off because in some ways he got talked out of his career. As long as he was doing Can't Touch This, Let's Pray, Let's Get It Started, he was the man. When he jumped his ass in that jacuzzi, them tight ass draws, how about humps in the bump? Niggas over with. That wasn't a baptismal pool.
And a beanie, my dude. He had a beanie and some draws on, bro.
Man. Nigga, he in the jacuzzi with some deductibles on. How about humps and the bumps? Nope, can't do that. Because you already won. You already won, and now you're trying to appeal to a crowd that don't like you no way. So even if you do what you do, if you try to be one of them, it's disingenuous. They're not going to accept it. And that's what happened. The next thing you know, he ain't got no money. But he still stayed true to his team, and he didn't take people's cars, and he still did what he can do as long as he can do it. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, it's hard to beat. And here's more of Aries Spears, who is personally one of my favorite comedians, on Vladtv discussing gangster rap, commercialization of hip hop, MC Hammer, and Ice Cube.
But here's what I'm gonna call bullshit and some hypocritical shit out on Ice Cube and a lot of these hardcore niggas back then. They were jealous and envious of Hammer, like you said, because he was doing what they all wanted to do. A lot of those guys stuck to the guns in terms of I'm street nigga. I'm street nigga. I'm hood. And then as they got older and they stayed in the business longer, they saw how profitable it was to smile.
Let me tell you.
Smile. All that hardcore shit.
Yeah.
The niggas lightened up. Ice Cube.
I see this comedy movies now.
Are we there yet? And
yes.
it's the same nigga that had Hammer in the trunk,
right?
Talking about, yo, don't give away our music.
Do you remember?
Talk to me, Lons.
He's absolutely correct, man. You know, it stopped being fun for a while. Everybody was pissed off. Everybody was pissed off at one time. Every label was something related to the law. Death Row, Jury Records, Grand Jury, Death Row, Lynch Mob. Everybody was doing something that was related to the criminal lifestyle. Everybody was mad, but they weren't politically mad. They was like mad at each other, but they wasn't mad. They talk a little shit to the police, but they mostly was killing each other. And that shit made money, but it didn't last long. But now you have a generation that's trying to bring it back or trying to keep it going, but they take it to another level. See, when Cube and them was doing their thing, they were reporters of the streets. He never said he did this. He was every once in a while he would say, "This should never let a crazy motherfucker like me out the penitentiary." Okay, fine. Never been to jail in your life. Okay, we know that's some fantasy shit. But for the most part, it wasn't until later on that people started taking that shit literally. You had the N.W.A, which will tell you in the very beginning, they are reporters of the streets. Okay. And a lot of shit was happening at that time. But most people, and I say this all the time, most people, especially when you're young, you don't know how to validate or vet your people that you're following. So you'll follow anybody based on what they say. You'll follow anybody based on what they say and find yourself brokenhearted later on. Like I use it in my book. People got mad at me because I told them they wanted who they were. That's like telling a kid, ain't no Santa Claus. Well, why did you get mad at the motherfucker that told you there was a Santa Claus? Instead of getting mad at me because I told you it wasn't. And that's the kind of situation you had. Everybody was pretty much non-violent, non-criminal. I can't even call anybody going to jail but Dre. And that was for tickets.
Thank you. From Japan. Shout out to Steven 800 something. I don't know what that is, but what 800 something.
Okay.
Hey, somebody look that up and translate that for us. Thank you, Steven.
We don't
want to offend anybody, so we're not going to start guessing.
Whatever it is.
But Japan, good looking out.
Get the shit out of me. Get the shit out of me. Okay. I ain't gonna clown.
Big ass red, huh? Like, what the hell is that?
That was Richard Pryor. He had a joke. Yeah, that's a gang money. Okay, I take it though. Much love to you. Thank you very much.
Good looking out. He said it's about $5. We'll take it, my brother.
I ain't mad. It looked impressive though. Shit. It looked impressive.
Yeah, I was like 800. Wait.
Yeah, 800 again. I think that's what it is. Okay.
Thank you.
So yeah, man. When you see people talk about Hammer. And everybody, all they did was did what he did and just did it a different way. But again, that's one of the problems we have in hip hop is everybody thinks everybody got to do the same thing. Everybody does not have to be a hard motherfucker. Everybody got to do that. And Hammer, the only person that did not buy into the bullshit was Will Smith. They tried to do Will the same way. Will said, fuck y'all. I'm making too much money being a nice guy. Y'all go keep on doing what y'all doing. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep being a nice guy. I'm going to keep doing these summertime songs. I'm going to keep doing these songs that parents like, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to keep on smiling. I'm going to start doing movies. I'm going to do TV. I'm going to do movies. I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to be worth $200 million. And I ain't never shot nobody. Okay? The boy got talent. It's a difference. Go ahead.
Yep. One more thought, Lonzo, from you, and then we're going to bring our guest on from Los Angeles. You once said N.W.A didn't sell out. They bought in. Mm-hmm. Break that down to us.
That's a line I got from my old manager, Swamp Dog. He says the difference between selling out and buying in. Selling out is when you, buying in is when you strategically do what you do. You do it strategically. Selling out is when you do it by happenstance. Okay, you just happen to fall into something that you just, oh shit, I'm over here, and you don't know what's going on till it's too late. A lot of people sell out and don't realize they sold out till they look at the receipt for your ass. Okay, when you buy in, like, see who can I think who would be a good Will Smith. He bought in. He didn't sell out, he bought in. He knew what he was doing. Okay, he knew what he was doing from the very beginning. He was being groomed. Whether I'm not gonna get into everything else, but for his career goals, he had the right records, he had the right movies, he had the right television show, he had the right image. Okay, his image just now started getting remotely tarnished in the past 5 years. Up until then, he was America's the boy next door. Okay, up until then, he was the boy next door. The big, tall, strong Muhammad Ali saved the world, saved Miami, saved everybody. Okay, all while getting the girls. He was that dude. Selling out. Who could I? Everybody else sold out. Everybody else sold out. Selling out is
there's a long list.
It's a long list. Sexy Red, so she sold out. Okay, here we go. Let me clear it up a little bit. When you can have the illusion of maintaining your standards and still do what you do, okay? I know Will wore a dress. He played gay a couple times, but he still that was a part of his plan. Okay, it could be selling out. It could be considered selling out too. Though. Let me rethink that for a minute. It could be a sellout move, but I ain't gonna go there. When you become a character that you had that's nowhere near your personality just to get the money. If they wanted to make me an old ass gangster, I'd be selling out. But if they bought me as I am, an old cat that got a lot of game, a lot of knowledge, like to dress, like to drive his Cadillacs, and be who I am, run my clubs, that's buying in. Okay, y'all got some money for me finally? That's the difference. But if I got to change Lonzo to be somebody else, that's selling out. Okay?
Yeah. Broke it down nicely.
Boy,
Before we bring our guest on, I want to remind every. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Our senior says it should be called diversity of the portfolio. Diversity. I'm gonna put that on the screen. Diversity of the portfolio. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, throw that up there. Yeah, any of you, one more time. I'm gonna bring it up one more time. If you really want to support Lonzo, please go to Amazon Prime right now and check out the documentary that just was released this week on Eazy After Dark. It is a great watch, especially from a West Coast hip-hop perspective. You will really love to see all of the early memories of West Coast hip-hop that can only be told by the man himself, Lonzo Williams. It's only $4.99 if you buy it, which I encourage you to do, or you can rent it for, I think, $2.99. But please go to Amazon Prime and run those numbers up. Go for it.
$199 is a rental price.
Oh, $199. Okay. Oh, perfect. Even better.